Hello everyone, my name is Manju Chandra and today I am going to talk about how to make most of augmented reality for a productive future. COVID-19 has supercharged all things virtual. The spread of COVID-19 has led to unprecedented measures, first by governments and now businesses. Working remotely under these circumstances means adapting to a new environment, battling a new set of distractions, as well as experiencing an unprecedented fusion of work and private life. People need to rearrange their work and personal life and therefore experience stressful phase. Some issues that arise are lack of commitment as meetings, workshops and labs are only virtual. Screen fatigue causes attention span to shorten as staring at a laptop screen is more exhausting than face-to-face interactions. Team members cannot engage directly with their colleagues and leaders and may feel disconnected, less creative or less productive. Working remotely from home results in a fusion of work and private life, and some employees may have difficulties to engage at the end of the workday. Remote connection to others hinders creativity and collaboration that can easily go unnoticed during a normal workday, but may be the key to productivity that your team is missing as they adjust to working remotely. We as human beings experience things through our five senses. Zoom is a very poor replacement for being in the office or in meetings with other people. Level of presence and personification is greatly missing. Don't take me wrong, I know we are all here in a Zoom meeting, but being able to stand next to someone and watch their body language and their hand gestures while they talk makes us feel more connected and focused. And if it is not possible personally, it can be possible virtually. Watch your team member's virtual avatar, he's just right there. You can pick up and play with objects in your virtual room. It's naturally more engaging rather than staring at a grid of faces. This kind of virtual collaboration allows people to work from all parts of the globe, build and work together, a way we are as if sitting next to each other, face to face. Our creativity could burst the life in the space around us. How many times does it happen that you want to say something very important to the person who is sitting in front of you and he is listening keenly until he hears a beep on his phone and he picks up his phone and you are still talking? Yeah, go on, I'm listening. How crappy do you feel? Now imagine a group of teenagers. They're laughing hysterically while one of them is showing something on the phone. How engaging is the experience? Same technology, but different experience. So it's not like the technology is a bad guy here. The same piece of technology, the same piece of tech, which binds one group, separates another. Those kids were connected by the same piece of technology. Just like our ancestors telling stories around a campfire. That's exactly what a tool should be. They should be the extension of our bodies. But I think mobiles and computers, they are doing quite the opposite. We should use machines that bring our work back into our world. Machines that use our senses versus going against them. Now it so happens, we have such machines here. They are called by many names, created by different companies, but they all do the same thing. Like Meta 2, Microsoft HoloLens, Magic Leap 1, Google Glass, Raptor AR headset, Toshiba DynaEdge, etc. Some of these are heads-up displays or HUDs, others are holographic displays or smart glasses, or we may even see handheld devices. If you are anything like me, your mind is reeling with possibilities, what we can do with this piece of technology. Our brain is the most powerful 3D computer in the world. We have evolved to think and store information in 3D. Many of us might have heard about the memory artist, Stephen Wilshire, who creates incredibly intricate drawings of cityscapes from memory. Memory artists use a trick. They create 3D image of a familiar scene or room in their head and store the information to be able to recall it later. Why I am telling you this? Because the fact that we can tap into our 3D computer in our head is the biggest promise that the technology called augmented reality holds for all of us. It will dramatically change how we interact with data. It will decrease our learning curve and increase our brain's productivity. This tech will dramatically change how we interact with data. I believe augmented reality is going to be the next big platform for productivity in general, but sharing information in particular, like Iron Man. We will soon be surrounded by data and 3D models, and we can actually grab and interact with. Augmented reality is the real-time use of digital data like text, graphics, audio, and 3D on real-world objects. Goal is to enhance user experience. It blends real and virtual environment. Digitalization is one of the most important driving force for the technological trends and new developments. We started out in this world with a bunch of facts and figures, and we organized that data into information. AR can now transform that information into knowledge. Edgar Dale stated that after 2 weeks, human brain remembers 10% of what it reads, 20% of what it hears, and 90% of what it does or stimulates. Of course, there are certain exceptions to this theory. I wonder how many of you have heard about the term Sanskrit effect. I leave it to you to explore what it is, else it's going to take a lot of time. Coming back to human brain capacity, instead of reading textbooks and about concepts like physics, chemistry, history, medicine, construction, architecture, etc., what if we can simulate these concepts? Learning is going to be faster and deeper. Using augmented reality, an ordinary class can turn into an engaging experience, giving students the privilege to see, observe, and feel at the same time while learning. Imagine the impact of contents the students interact with, their sight and feelings. It in turn enhances the mental and physical dexterity of students. Their learning abilities like problem solving, collaboration, and creation will better prepare students for the future. With AR, even a layman can become a foreman and fix complex machinery parts of a car, computer, or even a refrigerator by pulling the exact information at the exact moment in time. In short, remote expert assistance. Maintenance, travel budgets, and support systems. Well, traditional means of sharing expertise are inefficient and time consuming. But wait, there's a better way to tackle these business requirements. This is Before Your Chalk, an easy to use support tool that allows workforce to collaborate real time anywhere. It enables your workforce to connect for support or training. Employees can share a live view of their workforce with an expert or coworker. Augmented reality is already set to transform business communications forever, as it takes users on an immersive, memorable journey that combines reality with elements of the virtual world. Businesses can now leverage augmented reality presentations to engage their audiences on a higher level, sell their products and services more effectively, and develop a memorable brand experience. In place of traditional methods of communication such as 2D presentations on a board or screen, one can explain a concept, tell a story, pitch a big idea, or present a new product by fully immersing their audience in their message. Now with coronavirus, we mostly prefer virtual meetings. The human touch has become a taboo. The virus has also given a shoulder to the whole sharing economy, from transport to accommodation, inevitably passing through restaurants. Distance, masks, relationships, everything is disposable today. So how to manage in a bar or restaurant that precious communication object which was the menu? Time to rethink the restaurant scene. How to find new forms of engagement when the waiter who was previously the business card of the restaurant is now viewed with distrust. Motion design, visual mapping, and augmented reality can give a significant answer. New dining experiences are being created. To see a dish on their table is a reality. The entire range of food you see in an AR menu is a 3D image of the real dishes. You can see the texture of your food, ingredients, and size. Framing an image on the table with your smartphone, which is a precious ornament and a more practical placemat, can be the way to access a new experience of the menu in augmented reality. Because at this point, the menu may no longer be limited to a mere list of dishes, but can tell in a more complex way what is behind the dish itself. Skull mapping's Le Petit Chef has created a huge buzz in hospitality sector around the world. Framing image real time on the table can be the way to access a new dining experience. Whether they are 3D representations of the dish or simpler but effective videos that tell you about its preparation, the possibilities offered by augmented reality are enormous, and not only to communicate the dishes but also to be able to communicate more. Everyday brands like IKEA and Home Depot to virtually trying on luxury fashion like Louis Vuitton and Gucci. Once a nice to have feature, AR has quickly become an essential technology for retailers. When COVID 19 temporarily closed jewelry brand Kendra Scott stores, the retailer introduced an AR tool enabling customers to virtually try on different earring styles from the comfort of their homes. Using an iPhone and a Safari web browser, customers could safely preview the products directly on their ears and make a purchase. According to Nielsen Global Survey from 2019, customers listed augmented and virtual reality as the top technologies they are seeking to assist them in their daily lives. While we are doing the talking here, there are people who are imagining what AR can really do. Augmented reality assisted surgery is a surgical tool utilizing technology that superimposes a computer generated image on a surgeon's view of the operative field, thus providing a composite view for the surgeon of the patient with a computer generated overlay, enhancing the operative experience. Johns Hopkins neurosurgeons performed AR surgery on a live patient. This technology, which uses a headset and see-through display, which projects images of the patient's internal anatomy such as bones, veins, blood vessels, etc. This technology could help make procedures more accurate, less invasive, safer, and faster. At Imperial College of London, surgeons have partnered with Microsoft and are using AR headset, the HoloLens, while performing reconstructive surgery on victims with severe leg injuries. Imagine how it would be if the surgeon has the tools to augment at what they are looking at so that he can decide where to do the procedure. Surgeons are currently using tools that range from VR headsets to haptic gloves to mimic real surgical procedures, boosting preparedness and efficiency in the operating room. With AR, we can push the boundaries of what is possible. There's a lot of potential and room for innovation in AR, particularly in medicine. And as engineers are making technological advancements on the hardware and software of AR glasses themselves, they will become more seamlessly integrated with the physical world and more intuitive in use. Artists are shaping the future of AR. In digital space, you can be anywhere, anyone, and anything. For an artist, imagine the ability to paint and sculpt things in 3D space is something magical. It's going to change the world. As an artist, our job is to take away people from their daily reality. Since these experiences are special and interactive, it totally changes the grammar of previous art forms. In psychology, we have something like EQ training. AR can help you analyze people in terms that are they interested in what you are saying in that very moment? Are they smiling? Happy with their sentiment? Empathy training, AR and VR can literally push us and put us in each other's bodies. If you want to be in somebody's shoes, these types of technologies can put you there. Research is on to find out how impactful it can be for understanding each other. Often there's a debate on knowledge and wisdom. There's a fine line between the two. Wisdom brings compassion. With AR, one of the most unexpected and surprising things is learning about the new medium. When people put on this headset and they become another gender, country, or species, they immediately feel compassion. This empathy machine is being used in United Nations to successfully change votes in refugee crisis and create laws about solitary confinement and police training. I believe if we can spread compassion, we can see the age of wisdom in our lifetime. I remember the time when we used to see Mahabharata and Ramayana and ask questions. Is this real? Can they really summon weapons for war? appear and disappear, manifest themselves at multiple places, interact with those things. Well, when I see the possibilities that can be achieved with AR, we might see that happening in our lifetimes. It's just that those ancient Indian sages were far ahead of us in their technological advancements. Sooner or later, this world will reach there, and we will see that happening with augmented reality. Thank you.